Do you know how to spend a whole day in Shaoxing with just 98 yuan? In Shaoxing, do you know how to have fun all day for just 98 yuan? The sixth stop on my journey across China.
I've arrived at Lu Xun's birthplace.
Shaoxing, Zhejiang.
Speaking of Shaoxing, there are so many stories to tell. Here, there's the legend of Yu, the great gathering feudal lords.
King Gujian of Yue endured hardships here.
Wang Yangming, the master of mind school, attained enlightenment here.
Zhang and Lu, you spend the final days here.
And there's Qujing, the revolutionary known as the heron of Zhejiang.
One of China's greatest
This is why
You absolutely must visit Shaoxing at least once.
At 8 a.m., I first visited Fushan Morning Market, the most vibrant place.
Immersing myself in the
life.
bustling local atmosphere of Shaoxing.
In the clothing district,
I turn into a small breakfast shop.
This vendor is an auntie. What's this?
Bread.
Yes, exactly.
Is this a typical Shaoxing way of eating?
Yes.
Surprisingly delicious.
Next up is Kansha Street, a must-visit spot in Shaoxing. Famous places like Xunbaoji and Kongyiji Pub can be found here.
but after watching Lao Tang's video,
I decided not to choose either of them.
let me show you
Just how much Shaoxing people love
Yellow wine ice jelly, yellow wine pudding, yellow wine milk, tea yellow wine yogurt.
And even yellow wine popsicles.
Can I get a one auntie?
5 yuan.
You can only find these in Shaoxing.
Is this a specialty of Shaoxing?
Yes. We've had this since we were kids.
But now it's made from mocha 莲粉,
lemon.
Yes.
What's added to this?
Mint. This is brown sugar.
And this is osmanthus honey.
Ice cold. Old Street stinky tofu.
Your stinky tofu is all white.
Yes, Shaoxing stinky tofu is supposed to be white. Authentic Shaoxing stinky tofu. It is all naturally stinky. Not like what you imagine.
The taste is pretty good though.
At 11 o'clock, I finally arrived at Lu Xun's former residence. It's not as big as I imagined, but it's very well preserved. Everything here is free to visit, including the 100 herb garden and 3 flavor study.
But you must make a reservation in advance.
Let me show you a glimpse of the 3 flavor study.
Right across from the 3 flavor study is Shen Garden. The ticket costs 40 yuan.
Most visitors come for the tragic love story of Lu Yu and Dao Wen.
Famous verse, red hands, yellow wine.
Willow trees behind palace walls, in a city full of
Even
spring.
now, hearing it still fills one with regret.
But purely as a garden.
Shen Garden isn't particularly impressive.
After visiting Shen Garden,
The most
I had a
stunning scene of the day.
Looking at the worn-out bridge surface, I could faintly feel the historical weight of Shaoxing. This ancient city, there's no commerce around here at all.
At 3 o'clock in the afternoon,
I arrived at Tongxin Building, a famous local spot.
Pan-fried buns cost only 12 yuan each. The dough is especially soft.
but I didn't think it tasted better than Suzhou-style pan-fried buns.
After eating, I still had some time, so I went to Shuxing Lane, where Wang Xiji once lived. There, I saw Wang Xiji's former residence, a calligraphy wall and an ink pool, and an old man's bookstore. They say this was where Wang Xiji lived back in the day. The ancient city area of Shaoxing isn't large. All the attractions are close to each other, and almost all of them are free to visit. You can easily get around by shared bike. Before leaving, I decided to try the famous Shenzhou tofu buns. But in the end, I couldn't quite muster the courage. My taste. If you are interested, go experience it yourself. I spent 98 yuan on a weekend trip, a 12-hour extreme Shaoxing adventure on a whim. Let me show you this scholarly Jiangnan, full of
If life has you trapped,
come here and take a look. Let me show you my wandering daily life.